Okay, so in that mission, so those of you that haven't played Evacuation, there is an
Are we
auto
still
bounce.
doing all tier 1?
Yes.
Yep. Which map you want to go on? Nest or Rescue?
Yeah, so the loser team will always pick which map and or mode.
Alright, which map?
I don't know.
I prefer Nest.
Okay. I will protect my babies with my great bars.
Those protein bars. Soylent Monster.
Yes.
Okay, so those of you who are unfamiliar with Evac, it's played over the course of 5 days, so 5 different missions. You cannot play the same mission back to back, so there was no hunt option. The first map will always be a hunt. So it's going to be hunt, and then it's going to be either nest or rescue, and then after that it can alternate and you can go back to hunt. The last one will always be defend, which is unique to this specific format, and then there's a balance. So the losing team will end up getting stat bonuses to help them, while the winning team will get some sort of a map perk. In this case, the monster's melee gets extra damage, and so it's an effort to kind of balance them as they go along. So Nest is a mode where there are 6 eggs on the map. The monster can choose to hatch one of them, in which case a baby Goliath will go out and seek after your enemies. If the monster destroys the hunters or the time runs out, they win. If the hunters destroy all 6 eggs or 5 eggs in the last Goliath, then they will win. Hey Zeon, how's it going? Let me go ahead and invite you to the chat because I know you might be wanting to play as well. Looks like we've got a good amount of people today, so we will probably be doing some rotations. Right now, we are going through a Tier 1 evac. So this is a story-based variation that we're doing, in which case all of Tier 1 is battling all of the monster from Tier 1, and after this, we're either going to randomize, we're going to do the evac where you can only choose one monster or one hunter, and once you use it, then you can no longer use anyone else. So it's a battle of, you know, things. Wait, Shayna? Hold on.
No, it's all gone.
I think she doesn't. Okay, let me hold on. Rusty, where's Rusty? Okay, apparently Rusty is okay with Shayna playing as Lennox. It was supposed to be all of Tier 1. I will try and remind her in between. I thought that she got the memo last time, and then I'll go ahead and get that fixed next time. Okay, no worries, Zeon. I'm glad you stopped by for a minute, though. That's cool. Okay, so if the hunters win on this map, they will actually get these little sentry turret type things, or no? Yes, because the previous map is the extra birds. And if the monster wins this map, he will get tremors, which basically knocks all of the birds that you can startle on the ground up into the air. So every little while, you'll just see a mass of birds everywhere, and clear out the space so the monster can be a little bit more aggressive. Something else to note about Nest, if you aren't familiar with it, is that the spawn location for the monster, I believe it is. I know it's not where the default is, but I don't know if it's random. But yeah, the monster can go up to an egg, hold down the use button, and hatch a monster. It looks like that's what Rusty's going to do right now. Nope, looks like he is going to go ahead and feed up. A lot of strategy for the hunters is to split up into a couple of groups and just kill as many eggs as fast as possible. But it does look like the monster is going to hatch an egg. I like hatching an egg early because it buys me time to feed up and evolve, and while the Goliath that goes after the hunters. It does look like the monster is going to go stage 1 and just go ahead and just trash the hunters. So this will be very interesting. If the hunters are not together, this could prove very scary. But it does look like they are working as a group. This is actually going to be really, really interesting to see a mini Goliath and a stage 1 Goliath to go after a full group of hunters right from the onset. And so there we go. The monsters are coming closer and closer. They are a little bit, and there we go. The engagement should be happening. Let's see if the dome gets held until the monster is taking a good amount of damage. There we go, getting those harpoon traps. Ooh, monster sees Val, decides to go immediately after. It looks like mini Goliath is lagging behind just a little bit. And there we go, the monster trying to do as much damage as possible. Not quite sure, but it does look like, ooh, nice dodge out of the orbital here. Monster might not actually want this engagement. It does look like the hunters did get 1 egg already, and the monster going after Hank because Hank is shielding the medic who he was going after. But that mini Goliath is doing a lot of good damage, staying after Val for him. Monster is just a big old slosh pit, just a lot of good chaos going on. And there we go, Ham getting shielded. Oh, and it does look like that Val went down. I'm not sure if that was from the mini Goliath or not. But need to be very, very careful. 2 Goliaths, a lot of craziness can happen right away. Rocks flying everywhere, leak smashes. Oh, and it looks like Maggie just went down. Hank's still at full health. It does look like Val is actually going to die and start the dropship timer here. But the monster might actually finish it here. The hunters are not doing very well. They do get Maggie up, but the support's almost down. And without a healer, it's going to be very hard for them to be kind of alive. Yeah, so the purple hands basically means his melee damage is increased. 2 rocks flying at you, what do? Monster has enough time to stop for a quick snack in between murdering and rampaging. It does look like Shayna is probably, nope, she is getting shielded by Hank there. Hank needs to be careful. Goliath has a big beady eyes going for him, and both Goliaths murderizing Hank in the corner there. Just a lot of damage being done. This mini Goliath is going all out and doing a tremendous amount of damage for the hunters right now. And so we go, Maggie. Oh, and it does look like Daisy, last person alive. Poor Daisy. And the last Goliath, and the mini Goliath does get it. So while they didn't defeat the monster, they did kill the mini Goliath. So there is some small victory to be had.
All we gotta do is win the last one.
Huzzah!
Yeah. Good game.
Good game.
Yep, GG.
That mini Goliath was going after the right people at the right time. GG. That mini Goliath was so on point in there.
Oh yeah. That's why I always, on Nest, I always hatch one and fight with them.
I thought Rusty was the minion for a little bit.
I am the minion. You attack me.
Right now, if I hear her say one more thing, you're gonna go and